Hey guys, welcome back to Team Death Slinger. My name is Peter, and today we have a Galaxy Engine deck for you with AncientGarurumon and MirageGaogamon as the top end. So, starting with our eggs, 4 copies of the EX5 Sunmon. When an effect places the top card of this Digimon in its Digivolution cards, this Digimon may Digivolve into a Digimon card in your hand with the Digivolution cost reduced by 1. So it's going to give us a reduced Evo to help us farm resources like card draw. 4 copies of EX5 Lunamon. Start of your main by returning one of your Digimon to the hand, gain 2 memory. And the inheritable says by placing the top card of this Digimon with the Nightclaw or Light Fang trait as this Digimon's bottom Digivolution card, gain 2 memory. So that is a great way to farm some memory as well, because we do have some ways to gain a free Evo with our Tamers. So you can effectively tuck a Light Fang Nightclaw top end to the bottom, gain 2 memory, tap the Tamer, and Evo into another Digimon. So that'll just net you 2 free memory, basically. Coronamon, start of your main phase, if you have a Tamer with the Light Fang or Nightclaw trait, gain a memory. Same inheritable as Lunamon, so lots of ways to get that 2 free memory. 3 copies of BT16 Agumon. On play, reveal top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 Light Fang trait card and 1 Nightclaw trait card. Or 1 2-colored card among them to the hand. The rest return to the bottom of the deck. The nice thing about this is this will grab us our level 7s. The rest of the search is not the best. You are afraid of bottom decking some of your Light Fang, Light Claw cards to bottom deck, which is not great. The inheritable will give all your opponent's security to Digimon minus 3k, though, which is pretty okay. Then we have 4 copies of the Gaogamon from BT16. When Digivolving, both players will draw 1 card from their deck, and then if your opponent has 8 or more in their hand, or this Digimon has 3 or more Digivolution cards, you gain a memory, which is fantastic. Putting cards into your opponent's hand is going to synergize with the MirageGaogamon later, and this will give us a jamming inheritable. Then we have 4 copies of Lekismon from EX5. On play and when Digivolving, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with Nightclaw and 1 card with Light Fang or Galaxy among them to your hand. The rest go bottom, and this will give you 2k DP on your opponent's turn. Firamon does the same thing, but it will give you 2k DP on your turn. For our level 5s, we have 1 copy of EX4 MachGaogamon. When Digivolving, return 1 of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon to its hand, which is fine. More importantly, the when attacking says when your opponent has 8 or more cards in their hand, unsuspend this Digimon, which will come up a lot. We are not too worried about the color conflicts on this level 5 because we do have 8 blue level 4s and 4 of the Firamon, so it's not too hard to get this on a stack, especially when we have the ability to use these inheritables to shuffle our red level 4 down and then gain memory and then go back into a blue level 4 to enable the MachGaogamon. So don't worry about that if that's what you're thinking. 4 copies of Cressamon. When this card would be played or Digivolved into, if you have a Digimon with 3 or more Digivolution cards and the Nightclaw, Light Fang, or Galaxy trait, reduce the play or Digivolution cost by 2. On play and when Digivolving until the end of your opponent's turn, 1 of their Digimon can't suspend. That is a really good effect. It's just a freeze for a turn. And because of the fact that we can reduce the Digivolution cost, this is just a really strong card. Opponent's turn, you get 2k DP, also a really great inheritable. 2 copies of Huankunmon. On play and when Digivolving, you may play 1 level 3 blue Digimon card from one of your blue Digimon's Digivolution cards without paying the cost. And then when attacking, by placing 1 of your other blue Digimon as this Digimon's bottom Digivolution card on suspend. So this is 2 more unsuspend inheritables, and this will give you the extra body that you need in order to trigger that unsuspend. So it kind of does all the work for itself, and it is a great option to go into because the MachGaogamon is limited. Then we have 2 copies of Flaremon. It can also reduce its cost if you have a Digimon with 3 or more Digivolution cards and Light Fang, Nightclaw, or Galaxy trait. On play when Digivolving, it's going to pop up 5k or less, so that does clear out a lot of the chump level 3s or level 4s that might be sitting on board, and your turn, you will get 2k DP. For our level 6s, we have quite the mishmash here. We have 2 copies of BT11 MirageGaogamon. When Digivolving, return 1 of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon to its owner's hand. If no Digimon was returned by this effect, your opponent adds the top card of their security to their hand. All turns when an effect adds cards to your opponent's hand, gain 1 memory for every 4 cards in your opponent's hand. So ideally, your opponent should have 8 cards in hand. This is going to get you 2 memory back, and because we are trying to get free Evos out of this deck, you can get really aggressive, swing with the Apollomon for a bunch of checks, and then put it on bottom, get back into the MirageGaogamon for free, and then net 2 memory off of that. It's just another way for you to farm memory. And you can see off to the right, we have the Blitz Omni, so you'll be able to net more damage. We have the unsuspended inheritable, so you kind of get the idea how this can get out of hand pretty quickly. 3 copies of the new BT17 AnceintGarurumon. It's kind of like a different flavor of MirageGaogamon. On play when Digivolving, you're going to return 1 of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest level to the hand, and when an effect adds cards to your opponent's hand, your opponent adds the top card of their security stack to the hand. So this will also synergize really well with our Gaogamon by forcing your opponent to draw. That will trigger this effect on your turn. And then on deletion, you can return 1 Tamer card and 1 hybrid trait Digimon from your trash to the hand. Then you can play a Tamer card from your hand without paying the cost. We won't be able to add a hybrid back, but this can let us play a Tamer for free, which means we can stack up our Ko and Sayos, which is what's going to allow us to Digivolve for free. Then we have 3 copies of Apollomon. This has when Digivolving Blitz. Your turn, for every 3 cards in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, this Digimon gains security attack +1. Your turn, once per turn, when a card is removed from your opponent's security stack, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with DP less than or equal to this Digimon's DP. So this is just a great way to get lots of checks early, the aggressive damage, and then if you manage to, you can shuffle this back onto your stack, and then you Evo into your MirageGaogamon, your AncientGarurumon, you net your value, you Blitz Omni, you have a great time. The Apollomon also feels really nice with these unsuspend effects from MachGaogamon and Huankunmon, so we really can't complain about this card. I also have it at 3 because we do need plenty of copies of this to shuffle back under our stack to make sure that we can Evo into another level 6 for free, because it is easier to go from Apollomon into AncientGarurumon or MirageGaogamon than having 2 level 5s stacked on top of each other so that you can get into a level 6 for free. 1 copy of the Blitz Omni. We are going to draw plenty of cards in this deck. I'm not too worried about seeing the Blitz Omni. I usually have it when I want it. When Digivolving, unsuspend, and then if an opponent's effect would delete this Digimon and return it to hand or deck, you can prevent it by trashing a level 6 card from your sources. Then we're going 2 copies of Imperialdramon Paladin Mode Ace. It has on play when Digivolving, trash all Digivolution cards of all of your opponent's Digimon, then return all cards in your opponent's trash to the bottom of the deck. If this effect returned, level 7 white cards gain 3 memory. Not the most likely, but you strip all the sources on all their Digimon, and then when attacking by returning one of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards to the bottom of the deck, you get to unsuspend. So you strip all the sources on their field, and then this is not once per turn. This is just when attacking, so you can keep popping the bodies on their board, unsuspending and swinging, and then we also have our unsuspended heritable. So this is just very punishing if your opponent goes wide and just gives you the opportunity to effectively close out the game. Then we're going 4 copies of Ko and Sayo. It's kind of the key piece to the Galaxy engine. It makes this whole thing chug. If you have 2 or fewer memories, set it to 3, and then main and on play by suspending this Tamer, then placing the top card of one of your Light Fang or Nightclaw trait Digimon as that Digimon's bottom Digivolution card. One of your Digimon may Digivolve into a Digimon card in your hand without paying the cost. A very important point, one of your Digimon may Digivolve into a Digimon card in your hand without paying the cost. It does not specify that it must have Nightclaw or Light Fang. So that is how we are doing our Galaxy engine. We are just putting a Light Fang or Nightclaw card on the bottom of our stack and then turning into any Digimon we want. So that is how we are shuffling our level 5s into the stack and our level 6s for free. And then I like 3 copies of Analog Youth. This is a flexible spot. If you have something else you want to run here, go right ahead. I just like that it grabs you any Digimon. We are not locked to searching tribally, so this can find us our pieces. And then if a level 5 or higher is deleted, we do get to hatch an egg and gain a memory. So that is it for my Galaxy Engine deck. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I know there's a couple different ways to play Galaxy Engine. I know people are doing different things with it, so let me know what you're doing with this in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.